Hey guys, it's Giovanni, and in this video, I'm going to give you one of my messaging techniques. So, when you match with someone on Tinder, Bumble, any dating app, you'll know exactly what to send to get the highest response rates. Now, the sequence of messages that I'm about to show you has gotten me from 0% to a 34% message to date ratio. So what that means is, of the girls that I message from the matches that I get, 1/3 of the time, 34% of the time, I'm able to get them out on a first date and actually see them in person. Before I give you the exact lines, I want to talk to you about the principles of messaging on dating apps that you have to understand, because the lines that I'm giving you, I came up with them myself and they're congruent to my personality. But if you can understand the principles, you can start developing lines that actually match who you really are. And that allows women to actually feel attracted to who you are. And it gives you a competitive edge on the dating market that other guys can't copy because it's distinctly you, okay? In order to understand how these texts work, you have to understand the concept of attraction cycles. So attraction cycles for women are based on two things. One is how good looking you are, but also how your behavior patterns are in your communications. Attraction for women is not purely looks. Okay. And for women, it's important to feel comfortable and at a deeper level, connected to the person that she's talking to. If men are like light switches, on, off, think of women as slow dials that you kind of have to turn the temperature on before she decides you're an interesting guy that's worth getting to know. Especially women who are highly sought after by many male suitors, right? You have to take into consideration your competition. The second thing you have to understand is when it comes to online dating, on most dating apps, the supply and demand ratio is completely inverted. In other words, most decently looking women get 50 to 100 messages and matches a day. Most decently looking men get about 5 to 10 matches or messages a day, assuming they're swiping quite a lot. We know this from our previous experiment when we conducted it using a male profile, using a female profile, using a male model profile, and we actually split tested the results. And on average, the female profile got 10x the number of messages and matches that her equivalent good-looking male counterpart got. So even if you're a male model, you might get a little bit higher messages, but it is still disproportionately lower what most women get. And so therefore, not only do you have to hit her connection and attraction triggers, you have to understand the supply and demand of that market. And so your messages have to stand out from the massive amount of other messages that she's getting. But here's the good news. My mentor used to tell me she's just bombarded by this barrage of bore, okay? B-O-B, barrage of bore. Because every guy says the exact same thing. And here's proof. I asked 3 of my really good looking female friends to create profiles and I asked them to go through them with me, and here's what happened.
Here's an example of a guy, I can tell he was trying to be clever, but it ended up just being like coming off kind of stupid to me.
Those are Ariel pants.
Ariel pants, yeah. He's already going like for like a nickname, is like we know each other. Too much too soon. Hey, how are you? You know, he's trying to like to talk about certain things that were on my profile, like video games and.
He asked like 7 questions.
He asked a lot of questions, so it would take a lot of time to answer him back.
It's also very supplicative, right? It's like
yeah.
He's trying to please you.
This is a bad one. I can already tell because of the way it starts. Wow, you're so pretty.
Why don't you like that?
It's like, to me, I just think he's swiping. You know, he's not really looking to see like who I am and stuff. Oh, you have a gorgeous smile. How are you doing this evening?
Sean. Hi, Lizzie. You are beautiful.
How many times do you get that message?
It's like, what do you say?
Sky is blue.
Can I say?
The couch is orange, sugar.
Wesley. Gorgeous.
Same thing.
Thank you.
Hey. That's so bad.
Yes, that's the worst.
Another selfie in the mirror.
Hey, beautiful, what's up? Oh my God, I don't like them. Guys, do not call women beautiful if you don't know them. And like, it just doesn't, I don't know. It just depends on who you're talking to, but don't talk to me like that. I don't like it. Let's watch a movie. This could have easily been cool because you can obviously watch movies separately during quarantine. If he had just written something in front of it.
Right, it's too fast, too soon.
Yeah, like, I just wanted to reach out from 6 feet away and say hello. Okay. I have a sense of humor and I'm lazy. That's what I'm getting from that.
The truth is, majority of guys have no idea how to message women. They have no game plan, and they think that women think about attraction the same way that we do. It's just not happening. We call this reverse circuitry projection. In other words, because we see attraction a certain way, we assume that other people or the other gender sees attraction the same way. And it's just not the case. Our experiences are different. In order to have a good dating life, you have to understand the attraction cycle based on her experience of you, okay? These first messages that I'm about to give you that you can use on your dating apps, they're really tailored to her experience. And they're also bringing out who I am as a person. So the first text that I send is, press 1 for funny pickup line or 2 for character defining question. Now you can replace funny pickup line with, funny dad joke, most adventurous story, craziest night out, best dirty joke. I happen to like pickup lines, so I have a lot of them stored in my memory bank. So for me, I choose funny pickup lines. Character defining question is a good one. It's the way I say it, but you can say it any way you want. But the idea is that option 2 is moving away from that attraction and flirting and more like getting to know who you are as a person, right? Question 2 could be press 2 for best book you've ever read, or press 2 for most interesting childhood story, or your proudest moment since graduating from college. It could be really anything that you believe tells your story or provides a way for you to get to know her more as a person. The way we structure this message is based on 2 parts. We don't know where the girl is at in her attraction cycle. We know for women, they want to feel attracted to the guy and they want to feel like they're getting to know him. For some women, when they see your profile, depending how your profile is set up, they're already attracted to you based on your pictures. So in that case, attraction is not necessary. She's wanting to get to know and connect with you. So then she'll press 2 most likely. For other women, she might see your photos, she might think you're a nice guy, but she still needs more attraction and banter. So she's gonna press 1. Sometimes, depending on the person's mood, the girl might just say, I want something funny to laugh at. Or the girl might be like, I've had a lot of fun last night. I wanna get to know someone in person. So the way this message is structured allows her to choose and to tell you, really, give you data on where she is in her attraction cycle, whether she needs more banter, flirting, and attraction, or she wants more comfort. Okay? If the girl picks 1, I always have something that's ready to go. So for example, my jokes are, and I encourage you to find your own. Here's a dorky one that, that you can even use with kids, but hey, what did the water say to the boat on the first date? Nothing, it just waved, right? And if the girl's more sexual, I can say nothing, but it definitely got it wet. So you can take it and calibrate it wherever you want to go. If she presses 1, another really good one, I say, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, ... And then the second message I'll send, what's your phone number, right? And this gets her thinking about giving you her phone number, getting off the app. And it's just like, it's called what we call a misdirect joke. Okay. When I throw the joke, I usually wait for a response because I want to see if the girl gets my sense of humor. And if she responds, then I move it forward and say plus 10 points for getting my sense of humor. And then depending on the type of girl, I will either ask her a connection question to get to know her more, or I'll banter with her more and I'll kind of calibrate from there, right? At all points in my interaction, I'm always asking, does she need more attraction, banter from me, or does she need more connection, get to know my story, or do I need to ask her questions to get to know her story? But if you pick 1, you've gotten that kind of attraction spike, and now you can kind of take it and move it forward. Okay, if she presses 2, my default defining question is, what was the last favorite book that you read and why? Okay, because I'm a reader. I like people who read, and I want to get to know, like, what was it about that book that she liked? And that tells me a little bit about her personality. Sometimes the girl will say something like 3 or 4, like she's messing with you. So in that case, my reply is, wow, are you always like this, right? Because that was a test, and I'm responding with a test. Are you always like this? And then they'll be like, yes, no, I'm just kidding around. If she says yes, I'll be like, yeah, I don't know if we can hang out. We would fight all the time. I mean, the breakup sex would be good, but other than that, we have nothing in common, right? So I'm presenting a challenge to her. If she says no, I'll be like, yeah, I knew you were messing around. And then I'll move the interaction forward. Sometimes the girl will be like 1 and 2. And then I'll be like, so greedy. Okay, which one do you want first? Then basically I'm forcing her to pick one first and I'll deliver that one. And then the second one can be an add-on to that conversation. So let's say she picks 1 first. Then I tell the joke, we laugh about it, and then I ask her a character defining question. This message gets a really high response rate because it's so different from every other message out there. Hey, how are you? You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. Can I take you out for dinner, right? Too fast, too soon, too many compliments. It's very generic. It's like there's no mystery. It's like it's what she expects you to say, especially if she's a cute girl. But this one is, you're asking a question, but you're presenting it kind of like, there's an apple there, but if you cut the apple up, you de-skin the apple, right? And you put it out in a tray with this beautiful, delicious apple looking there. It's really easy for a guest to just take that apple and start eating it. And you want her to be able to start eating this delicious, easy option for you. Like press 1 for a fun joke or 2 for character defining question. It's easy for them to press that button and to reply to you. And then Now you have a conversation. Now you have an engagement. Okay? This is one of my best openers. Take it, modify it, use it as inspiration to come up with your own lines that's congruent to who you are. Research a few jokes online. This will take you literally 10 minutes of your life, but you'll have an opener now forever that you can use that works. Now, of course, there are more skills and tactics after that to get her off the app, to get on a phone conversation, perhaps even voice notes that eventually land on a date. Okay, and if you need more help with that, a really good resource is the 33 lines that you can download using the link below. It's completely free. And then optionally, if you want, we have the first date formula. In this master course, that's really affordable right now, right? 50% off. I give you 187 lines and techniques that go from like the moment you match with her, from the moment you meet her on the street, all the way to the texts, to time bridges, the first date, the second date, the third date, all the way to the point where she's like, am I your girlfriend now, right? From the moment you meet her, 187 techniques that I developed over the last decade that get you through this process, including how to text her once you match with her online. Here are just some of the results from the students that have used this in the course. Guys that went from, girlfriend list for 25 years to finally getting his first girlfriend.
Yeah, stuff happened and I'm really happy about it. First of all, thank you. I wouldn't really have done it without you. It actually happened.
Guys who are already pretty socially savvy, but now suddenly they're able to leverage their coolness into exponential results from the course.
I joined the Elite Mentorship Program because I wanted to understand what my most obvious mistakes in dating were. And in 1 week, Giovanni was able to help me do that by pinpointing exactly where I was getting stuck and what I need to work on. So as a result of all this, I felt way more confident about going up to girls, and I actually landed a solid number, which was the first time that's happened.
Before I went through the training with Giovanni, but it was very inconsistent. And ever since going through the training, I was able to actually get very consistent when it comes to speaking with girls that are beautiful. And I'm like, oh, and really identify in a surgical manner almost what is the right behavior to take in a specific situation with girls. But it also helped me when it comes to messaging. And that was a huge deal because now all of a sudden, just by learning the principles of what it means to actually have a good interaction, I was able to connect them onto my Tinder. There is coronavirus now. I was able, and I'm able to this day, to get multiple dates a week and really create a good connection with them,
I hope this line was useful to you. If we can serve you in any way with the resources below that are free or the very affordable courses that I've developed based on years of experience, feel free to use it. It will help you avoid the years of mistakes, the painful wondering like, what should I text? Just to give you a framework of actually what works, right? To give you a map of where you need to go, where you are now, and the exact steps to get there to get consistent first dates. When a guy can't get first dates, it's so frustrating. You end up in weird situations. You start resenting people, you start hating the world. In extreme cases, you end up hurting other people because you yourself are going through a lot of pain, right? So what I want to be able to do is present with you a framework that actually works, that can actually start getting you some dates and getting results. Okay? If you are going on dates and you're not getting anywhere past the first date or the second date, then it is very likely that there's something about your style that needs work. And your style is not just how you're dressed, but also how you communicate, your nonverbals, and how you come across and walk through life. Once I got my style down, I was able to reduce the amount of work I had to do to try to attract a girl by about 90%. And in my master course, Seduce with Style, I teach you all of the steps on how to do this. You can check it out also in the links below. When you click on the link, High Integrity Skills/Style 4, you'll get access to the 8 style attraction triggers for free. Check it out, see if you can apply those to your profile pictures and the next time you go out. I hope this video was useful for you. If you like this video, consider liking and subscribing to our channel so that you can get more tips like this, and it will really help me out. But more importantly, it'll help out other guys on the same path to just become a better version of themselves and to be able to get results and help others along the way. Thanks for watching. My name is Giovanni, and I'll see you in the next one.